Jacqui here with Bryan Weber from Weber Automotive. Hi, Bryan.
Hi, Jacqui.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing good, doing good. So you're in the auto industry, and there's a lot of waste happening in our world today, and the environment is really important. So tell me a little bit about what Weber's doing to keep the environment in mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of waste, and it's all over the place. So I believe that we're borrowing the environment and the world we live in from our kids and grandkids. So we like to minimize, I believe it's important to minimize our impact on our environment. So what we do is, we generate a lot of waste in various ways. It could be tires, could be engine oil, containers that parts come in. We bring a dumpster in on hand that we have, and all the plastic, paper, cardboard all gets recycled in that dumpster.
Wow.
And which is important.
And in your city, you probably have to pay to have an extra dumpster like that on site.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not provided. We have to pay for that.
But it's worth it to save the environment.
Yeah, I would spend twice that if I had to recycle. It's important. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in the auto industry, you guys have things like you said, like tires and fluids and that kind of stuff that you have to recycle. Now, I'm just thinking of batteries, which most people recycle or throw away, but there's like particular ways to do that. And I can imagine for the auto industry, there's probably really particular ways to recycle this stuff. Mm-hmm. So how do you guys do that?
Batteries all get picked up by the provider that we buy them from. That's been going on for a long time. We make sure that happens. There's a lot of lead in there and electrolytes and acid. Tires, they get recycled, so we call a recycler when we get enough quantity. They come pick them up and they recycle those tires, and they get used for other things. I don't know how they get the metal strings and cords out of the tires, but they use the rubber then for like playground mulch.
Wow.
So if kids fall down on the playground, they don't get hurt.
And there's actual tire recycling companies that you work with, and they pick it up and they do the work.
Absolutely.
They're the experts.
And we make sure we only deal with the responsible ones that will see that through the right way.
Absolutely.
And then there's also the engine oil. We do oil changes and fluid changes, so we do accumulate a lot of oil, which typically gets hauled away and used in ways we don't know about.
Right.
So what we do is we store it all in hand or on hand in-house. And then we have a recycling furnace that converts that old fuel into heat for the shop in the colder months. And it's extremely clean burning. You don't see any smoke. You don't smell anything from outside.
Wow.
So we store all the fluids in those containers.
And then that
gets used throughout the wintertime and as heat. So we can minimize the other fuels that we burn because of that.
Wow, absolutely. So taking care of the environment is really important, especially in the auto industry. And before we leave you today, this is Bryan Weber from Weber Automotive. You want to call them for any of your needs. They care about their environment. They care about providing quality and doing things right. And you can also visit them at weberautomotive.com. And I know, Bryan, you have a message for people while they take care of their own cars to help them, lessen their impact on the environment.
Absolutely. So what everybody can do on their own is make sure that your tires are inflated, the alignment's proper, the cars run the way they're supposed to. They don't have oil leaks. All these things add up to dirtying up the environment, burning more fuel than you have to if the car doesn't run right or if the tires are low, and all these things have environmental impacts.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bryan.
Thank you, Jacqui.